Hello, church. How are you?
Indeed. How are you? Because we have been praying for you constantly, and we hope you are doing really well in this season. Now, just to tell you about a tiny little change that's going to be occurring. Since lockdown, we've been trying to put a video out on a Wednesday just to make sure that we're sort of plugging in with each other and encouraging one another. But due to the devotionals that now happen on a Wednesday, we're going to move these videos to a Friday. So keep an eye out on a Friday now for a little bit of an encouragement and just to sort of pick me up with how are you doing, church. Now, today I want us to look at Nahum 1 verse 7, where it says, "The Lord is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble, and he knows those who trust in him." So that is, the Lord is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble, and he knows those who trust in him. And there's just a couple of things I want to pull out of this, because first it says the Lord is good, and in this season that needs to be our foundation, that no matter what happens, no matter what we see, we know God is a good God, that we always come back to that fact. God is a good God. And then it says about him being our stronghold in times of trouble. Now, when I was pregnant with my two lovely kids that you've just seen there briefly, I don't do pregnancy well. I was not well in the slightest with Judah. I was in hospital because I had really bad sickness with both of them. And I have never felt as weak as when I was pregnant. But you see, God helped me through because he was my stronghold. So even when things got really dire, even when things were really not good and I felt absolutely awful, I could rest in the fact that God is my stronghold. And as he's my stronghold, it meant that he was my defender. He was my refuge, my hiding place when I just wanted to hide away, that I could rely on him to get me through. And he did. And he did things like he would bring people along into my world at that time when I wasn't really communicating how I was feeling. He'd bring people along to ask me key questions. That he gave me strength when I felt like I couldn't get out of bed. That he picked my spirits up when I felt so low because he was my stronghold. I really struggled when I was pregnant. And some of us might be feeling that struggle now in lockdown, in this isolation of not being able to see people, the restrictions upon our lives. But if that's you today, I just want to encourage you that you have a stronghold. You have a God that wants to hold you in this time, that just wants to protect you, that wants to defend you in this time. We need to go to him because he is a good God. And then lastly, it says that he knows those who trust in him. God knows you. The creator of the universe knows you, and if he knows you, then he knows what you need when you need it. He knows what you need to hear when you need to hear it. He knows how you express love and how you receive love. He knows every small detail about you, and he is a personal God, so he will come alongside you as you need him to. He will be the one that you can rely on when everything else is topsy-turvy, when everything else seems a struggle. We can go to our God because he is a good God. He is our stronghold, and he will keep us strong in this time. So church, I want to encourage you to know that your God is a good God. Let that be your foundation. Let that be everything that you build the rest of your life upon, that he is a good God. And know that you can trust him. He is your stronghold, and he knows you. He knows you personally. You are not alone. You are not having to figure this out alone, because you've got a God. You've got a good God that knows you personally. So church, be encouraged today. We serve a mighty good God, a God who is our stronghold, a God who knows us personally. You are loved today. You are chosen today. You were created by the God that created the whole universe for a purpose and a reason. And today he says to you, child, I know you. I am your stronghold. I am a good God, and you can trust in me. So church, be encouraged. Lift that head once again, knowing that your God has gone before you, that no matter what happens in this season as we start coming out of lockdown, that God has already got this. He is a good God. Church, we love you. We hope you plug into us this Sunday as we have another great service for you. But be blessed and know how mighty and good your God is. Love you all and miss you terribly. Bye bye.